Hello guys, welcome back. Now today we have another jersey to unbox. Now I'm not even going to tease you guys about this because usually I put the jersey in the thumbnail also, but I've already told what jersey it is on Twitter, on Discord, so most of you guys know already. But what is inside of this package here today is a Boston Bruins jersey. Now, it's not the normal ones. It's not an Adidas, it's not a Reebok, it's not the home or away ones. It's a pretty special and alternate one that was used for quite a while. Now, no hesitation, we're going to get right into this. We're going to use my scissors. I kind of have it somewhat open here, but not completely. Of course, that side shows my address, so I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to cut it there. This package is pretty banged up. It's not like ripped or anything, but it's just kind of smashed around. Probably a UPS or USPS doing something to it, to be honest. They're not very reliable. I'm just gonna cut this open. There's a little bit of a bag inside, so I'm trying to cut to where I'm not gonna cut that, because we don't want to cut the jersey. That would be pretty disastrous. But it's just slow and steady. We're gonna keep it at a normal pace. The letter is right there, so let's not cut it, please. Alright, I'm feeling in there. I cut a little bit of the bag, so we're in deep trouble. Alright, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but I cut a little bit of the bag, so we'll see what happens. But I now have gotten it open, so it's just an easy pull out. And it's in this weird bag. What is this? This looks like a shopping department bag, just like, okay. If anybody knows what that store is, you can tell me in the comments, but this is just like a random Christmas shop, and it was just put in a random bag. This jersey was just put there in a random bag for some reason. Now with that, you guys know that it's not from a giant seller, it's not from Retro 2 Heritage, it's not from Full Moon Jerseys. This was from another one-off seller, so there was some risk with it, but what I'm seeing so far, it does look real. But there was some risk involved because it's not a bona fide seller. I think this was the only thing that they had on their store. But just looking at it, I haven't even opened it really, but this is a beautiful jersey. I'll get the bag situated to where when I pull it out, you guys can see it. Alright, let's get all of this. Most of you guys already know what the jersey is, so it's not that suspenseful, but rest in peace, the Christmas tree shop bag. That's one of the weirdest bags I think I'll ever get, but here you go. You got Chara on the back, so that's for you people that don't know what it is. You know it's now a Boston jersey. But for the best part about this, I probably should scoot back for this. It is a CCM, so we got the CCM on the back, but it's a pretty beautiful one. So I don't know how I'm gonna open this. I'm just gonna let this go. All right, there you go. There you go. Boston Bruins with Zdeno Chara on the back. The number 3 is kind of wrinkled a little bit, so it's like kind of folding on itself, but you got Zdeno Chara on the back. And let me see, let me just make sure it's a real jersey. Alright, so most of the time, how you can tell it's a fake jersey is if the logo on the back is transparent. You can't see any of the stitching, especially on Reebok. If there's no stitching, it's a real jersey, so glad to know that it's a real jersey. With NHL jerseys, with the Reebok ones, if there's any stitching on the back, it usually does mean it is a fake jersey, or if it's a special kind of one. But if it's transparent, that's most of the time you know that it's a real jersey. With the Adidas ones, it's the opposite case. If there's some stitching on the back, if there's stitching on the outside of the logo, that's how you know it's real. But again, there's other things you can tell with the Adidas ones to make sure it's not real, like the button on the bottom, and of course the Adidas patch. But yeah, you're not gonna have too much trouble. With that. This jersey, of course, it is a CCM. You have that logo on the back, so it is an older jersey, and it looks a little bit beat up. The letters aren't in the greatest quality, but again, I think it's just kind of how the jersey looks. Like, I don't know, those letters just kind of look a little banged up. It might just be me, but I might have to do some work on this jersey. The letters, again, kind of look banged up. Don't look super crisp, but they're still fine. It's not like it's gonna tear apart or anything. It just looks a little bit. It looks old, and it looks like it's been used. And the jersey hasn't been used for quite a while. I think it was used from 2008 to 2016. This was their alternate jersey for that much, so this could have been bought back in 2008, and this would have been really banged up. So while the quality on the numbers isn't the greatest, it still is decent. Of course, on the shoulder patches, you got the normal Boston Bruins logo on both sides. which I like. Of course, this is my first Boston Bruins jersey, so I don't have the regular ones. With Zdeno Chara, of course, you got the C on there. Another jersey that I have the captaincy on. I have like 5 or something like that. I have tons of captain jerseys, and this will just add to the collection. And of course, with this jersey, you got the Boston Bruins logo. This is actually very well made. And while the logos were not looking the greatest in terms of quality, this logo is fantastic. It looks brand new, in fact. Like, of course, you got the bear there. You know, there's been some complaints about it not looking ferocious enough, but when you look at it in person, it actually has some detail to it, for sure. Of course, you got Boston on the bottom and then Bruins across there. I like the shape of this logo. I think it's very unique. You don't see like it kind of looks like a muffin, but I think that is a unique shape. I think it works well. Of course, on the collar, you got the yellow, which is just straight yellow, which we haven't really seen a ton of with Boston. And of course, on the shoulders, it's pretty much just Boston. Like, it's pretty much just the Boston Bruins normal stuff with the white, the yellow on there. Pretty normal Boston Bruins flair right there. And overall, I think it's a fantastic jersey. One of my favorite Boston jerseys for sure. I do prefer it over the Winter Classic that they had a couple of years ago. I just think it's solid. There's nothing on the bottom per se. It's a small jersey. You guys can see that already, but I think it's a good look. I like that logo actually. I think it's pretty underrated. And of course, having Zdeno Chara on the back with the C on there, really nice touch. And Zdeno Chara is a beast as well. Now for the last part of this, I guess, jersey video, I gotta put the jersey on right. So sorry, Blackhawks hat. You're gonna have to get put away for a while. But it's a black jersey. I do like black jerseys. I think it's a good style. But first Boston Bruins jerseys. I know some of you guys out there will be pretty mad at this, but I have Boston Bruins jersey now. It's been a long time coming because I do like Boston's look a lot. But when I'm talking about Boston, I finally have something to talk about while I'm wearing it. Some of the letters are kind of not tearing apart, but they're kind of coming off a little bit. But it's kind of crazy because this logo looks as brand new as ever. It looks fantastic, and obviously was well made to be put through the ringer right here. But I'll definitely take care of it. It's a very nice jersey. I like it, and adding to the collection, I love to do that as we do right now. And of course, I think this is the 13th jersey, 14th jersey, something like that. I'm losing count, to be honest. But right now, the goal is to collect a hat or jersey of every single team. I think we have like probably 7 or 8 teams I'm missing, but Boston right now is the team that was erased off this list. Finally have something to represent Boston, which is nice. And of course, sometimes you get to talk about them a lot, especially when Brad Marchand is getting suspended. Now, I got this jersey for practically a steal. It was a bid on eBay. I got it for $35 plus shipping, which was $6, rounding up to $41, which for this jersey is a steal. You can find Boston Bruins jerseys pretty cheap. They're one of the easier teams to find, especially if you go on full moon jerseys for sure. You can find Boston jerseys for $50, $60, even $40, the regular ones. But this one I thought was a little bit more special because you don't really see it a lot, especially on eBay. These are kind of hard to find, especially real ones. I would like to have this in a collection, and for $41, on Char on the back and with the C, I couldn't say no. But again, this seller was just a one-time thing. They aren't selling anything else on their store, so I can't really recommend them to you. Of course, if you want to find cheaper jerseys, go to Full Moon Jerseys, go to Retro 2 Heritage. Those guys are the two beasts in the market on eBay. But it's great to add Boston to the collection and getting a jersey of them. And of course, at $41, I couldn't say no. And of course, I stole it in a bid, but still, that price for a Boston jersey for the first Boston merch, I had to get it. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this jersey? What do you think about the price that I got it at $41? And what do you think about the jersey and, of course, Boston jerseys in general? But that's going for today, guys. If you guys enjoy it, make sure you like and subscribe. Again, tell me below, what do you think about the jersey? What do you think about me adding Boston merch to the collection? And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.